sermon is gratitude, and as I was saying before, it comes to us from the Church of the Larger Fellowship. It's a sermon by Edwin Charles Lynn. When I awaken in the morning, the first thing I do before I even open my eyes is to thank my bed for a good night's sleep. I am grateful for the warmth and comfort it has given me. From that beginning, it is easy to think of many, many more things that I am grateful for. By the time I have gotten out of bed, I have probably expressed gratitude for 80 or 100 different people, places, things, and experiences in my life. This is a great way to start the day. That was said by Louise Hayes. Gratitude should not be just an extra amenity expressed by the occasional saying of grace. Gratitude is the very essence of a spiritual outlook. Spiritual gratitude is the appreciation of our life and all that is part of our experience. Spiritual gratitude begins with basics. Waking up in the morning, seeing the sun, hearing birds, tasting a cup of coffee. Every morning our first thought should be, thank you. Spiritual gratitude is the foundation, fundamental appreciation of our time on this earth. It is an appreciation that goes beyond our successes. It goes beyond our bountifulness. It is an appreciation that goes to the core of our being. Spiritual gratitude begins with an attitude of awareness, a focusing upon our experiences, a slowing down, a more reflective pace. I like the way Daniel Peralta describes the experience of gratitude. He says, gratitude focuses our attention on the good things in life. It takes our blessings and multiplies them. When we joyfully express appreciation, it opens our hearts and allows us to experience more love. Gratitude is the natural expression of a loving heart. Therefore, whenever we express gratitude, we align ourselves with the power that heals us. Giving thanks and praise spreads healing energy and makes our lives in the world a better place to be and to live. Every time we express appreciation, we help heal the world. Gratitude projects positive vibrations into the atmosphere, and our benevolent universe responds kindly. Therefore, cultivating an attitude of gratitude is essential, and it begins by noticing all the good that you already have. Counting your blessings is one of the surest ways to lift your spirits. It always shifts the energy to something positive and desirable. If you're feeling depressed or sad, you can start thinking about all the good things in your life. Begin by being grateful for all the blessings you have. Look for them. They're there. They will change your energy. Say thank you to life for the good that is already abundantly present within you and around you. The fact that you are alive and are experiencing the gift of life is a tremendous honor. Each new day is alive with new possibilities that you can experience. Each new day is another opportunity for you to begin again. You get another chance at being the wonderful person you are. What a blessing. Thank God that you are here, willing and able to contribute your talents and gifts to this world. The world needs you. Life is grateful for you. Now it's time to be grateful for yourself. To say that spiritual gratitude is about appreciation seems obvious. But for many, this special type of appreciation is difficult. It is not the appreciation of what we have in a material or social sense, although it can be an influence. That can be an influence. An individual can have many possessions, but this can prevent appreciation. Long ago, the prophet Jesus stated in a different context that it was very difficult for the wealthy to find the spiritual kingdom. Spiritual gratitude begins with appreciation of the living fundamentals of life: breath, health, awareness, love, enjoyment, and inner spiritual peace. Spiritual gratitude goes deeper than appreciation and touches the spirit, because it is appropriate not only in good times, but in bad times as well. How is that possible? Appreciation in bad times is certainly more difficult, but faith and experience demonstrate gratitude releases a positive energy that enhances our strength to surmount problems. Ione Jensen describes her experience. Over 20 years ago, she was introduced to the idea of giving thanks for everything, the good and the bad alike. She states it was difficult at first, but since then a new dimension of gratitude has been added to her life. Expressing gratitude even when things went wrong was much more difficult to do, but I was also amazed at the outcome of doing so. Eventually I would see that what had often appeared as a negative circumstance was really the pivotal point for a new direction that I would take. Often in retrospect, I could see clearly that it had been a blessing in disguise. It had led me into deeper and more meaningful place. In the years since discovering that wonderful aspect of Thanksgiving, I find that being grateful for each new day as I awaken fills all my days with appreciation as I look for the blessings all around me. And as one by one they unfold in amazing synchronicity. Each morning I bless my body for being the outermost layer of my soul and for serving me so efficiently and well as I move through my life's lessons and pleasures. I am grateful for the friendship and cooperation that my body and I enjoy. In everything gives thanks. Now I can be equally in awe of and grateful for a coastal sunset or the learning process inherent in an illness or a time of confusion. I can be grateful for my unshakable faith in divine order as my child faces a life-threatening illness over which I have no control and in which I have as yet to fully discover all the lessons and meanings it holds. I am grateful for the times of connection with those I love, and I am equally grateful for the times of disagreement and estrangement that mirror for me new lessons to learn and insights to be discerned. I am truly grateful for discovering the power of gratitude in my life, and I shall always continue to give thanks in everything. Nancy Norman describes a similar attitude. A little dark cloud hovered over her body to pour down gloom at any time. She was recently divorced, had an unsure future, no job or career, financially insecure and alone. She decided to stop focusing on her problems and focus on what is right in her life. Nancy wrote a list of the good she experienced, and as she wrote, the world seemed to become friendlier. Her cloud of doom went away. She has continued this practice of writing the positive in what she calls her grateful book. Supported by this practice, she has continued to sustain a positive attitude. Julie Keene also writes, gratitude for the trust and the ultimate justice of the universe is the best antidote for the poisonous emotions of self-pity and resentment. I find it impossible to experience gratitude and negative emotions simultaneously. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross adds, should you yield the canyons from the windstorms, you would never see the beauty of their carvings. Similarly, well-known author Bernie Siegel writes, I believe gratitude is a state of mind rather than a condition of life related to health or wealth. True good health is the ability to live without it. We all have our problems. The key is to learn how to live with them and even how to use them. Spiritual gratitude means that we practice positive, not passive acceptance. We need to accept the difficulty, whatever it may be, work on it as best we can, and then accept it. Spiritual gratitude includes acknowledging there is a larger mystery to the causes of the serious illnesses and devastating calamities that can occur at any time. No matter how bad things are, there is also some good in our experience. But the difficulty we are experiencing often blinds us to the remaining positives. As an example, if we have severe difficulties at work, we still have family, friends, and health, and most especially life. If a disease or injury afflicts us, other parts of our body are still working, and family and friends are there to provide support. And most essentially, we have life. Even if we have life-threatening injury or disease, we have no choice but acceptance. It is not easy, and no one knows how he or she will react when facing such a condition. Spiritual gratitude emphasizes thankfulness for the life we have enjoyed and still have, no matter how severe our difficulties. The spiritual can be illusory. There have been many descriptions, beliefs, and definitions. But as Thomas More wrote, spirituality defies definition, yet we can recognize it. Spiritual gratitude combines appreciation and acceptance, the two essential elements for an inner spiritual life. From the inner core, we reach out in love and generosity to others. I propose the spiritual is, at its core, a thanksgiving. As Meister Eckhart, the 12th century mystic, wrote, the most important prayer in the world is just two words, thank you. I have been predisposed to thankfulness. I suspect it is my mother's genes and influence. She never took anything for granted and always expressed her appreciation. One of the attractions of Unitarian Universalism is our positive orientation. Our religion has a built-in optimism, in contrast to reveling in original sin. Our optimism is expressed in the affirmation of life and, relatedly, our gratitude for life. Working on this sermon has been significant for me. It has helped me put into words feelings I have held for some time. Now when I wake up in the morning, I see a beautiful, natural sight, or play with my grandchildren, instead of just feeling that it is nice, or beautiful, or loving. I will also say thank you. This is an expression of appreciation, not necessarily to a higher being, but to the life force, an inner place of deep spiritual gratitude. I hope you will join me in your own expression of gratitude for each of life's experiences. Perhaps tomorrow morning when you wake up, your first thoughts may be a prayerful thank you. During the day, when events occur, you will say more thank yous. At day's end, you will think an appreciative thank you for the day. Christian Sorensen provides an appropriate concluding summary. It's easy to be grateful for the grand things in life, but to be appreciative for all things puts you in a powerful, harmonious place. This morning, as I sat on bluffs of Del Mar in front of my house, greeting the day, I was immersed in so much beauty that it filled me with a sense of awe. I felt a oneness with the pelicans as they glided inches above the water. I sensed the joy of the dolphins surfing the big waves. And as I caught a glimpse of the whales lifting their majestic fins above the water, I knew the mystery of life. But this morning, in the rapture of the moment, I also caught a glimpse of myself breathing in unison, it seemed, with the ebb and flow of the tide that appeared to be in perfect rhythm with the world, the grass rippling in perfect coordinates with the rest. And in this moment, I was actually aware of every grain of sand which I sensed in the pit of my stomach was resonating in perfect balance with the whole of the universe. When I returned to a state of individuality, what else could I say about that experience but thank you? I had, for all of our experiences, both ordinary and profound, a resounding